You are tuned in to episode 52. Episode 52 of the Goodfellas podcast. G5 Jeff TV, aka G5, aka 5, aka the Guru. Got everybody's favorite up in the building right now, man. Boxing First Vlog, aka the General, aka Blunt Bayless. What's going on, good brother?
Oh man, well, I ain't got no watch, but I for surely know it's time to have that boxing talk. So let's get it
Absolutely.
in, man.
Absolutely. VP Shane will be in here eventually. But big shout out to everybody. I'm gonna get these announcements out the way before we even get started, man. It's countdown to 1,000 for my man vlog. You know what I'm saying? He's at 944. Last time I checked. Moving at a rapid rate. It's just a sign that, you know, he hot in these boxing streets right now. That's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? Numbers is climbing on every level. And gotta show respect to the general, so countdown to a G. I'm projecting probably I'm assuming within the next 2 weeks, we should be able to stack.
Yeah,
Uh,
I just gotta do my part, keep the work active. You know what I mean? Keep the work relevant, keep attacking this boxing from different angles. You feel me? Just try to give it a different perspective. So, you ain't gonna tap in and hear the norm on my channel. You know what I mean? I always trying to find a little something new. Speak on cast after I do my homework. So I'm definitely not speaking about fighters without doing my own study. So when I say I'm in these streets deep, man, I'm in the mud, bro. I really do this, bro. I love this game like that, bro. So if you tapping into with me on G5JeffTV.com, you see
mhm.
the pin game wicked. You feel me? So just rock with the crew, man. We just doing what it do for the love of the sport, and hopefully them chips start following. It's all
Absolutely.
good though right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Ain't no rush. I ain't starving.
absolutely.
You feel me?
Nah, we
I
ain't, we
eat
ain't
good
starving
steak
at
like
all.
that.
We
You feel me? So,
nah, nah,
the
we
money
ain't.
gonna come. The money gonna come. So ain't no rush.
Yeah, we ain't.
And I'm gonna keep it solid with everybody. All the subs is from the gristle, homie. I'm telling you, this is no fake shit, because you can see how long my grind I've been on. You can look back at my videos, man. I mean, my production level was terrible in the beginning. Like, I've grown just, I wouldn't say expeditiously, but I've been taking my little baby steps. But you know what I'm saying? My knowledge has definitely grown. So hopefully y'all can tap in with me, and I'll help your boy get that one stack, and we just keep moving from there. You feel me?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Man, like it's crazy, man. Because there's a couple things we need to actually get to
Oh man, it's a
today.
few. It's a few.
It's a
Hey, let
few
me hit this fan
things.
real quick.
Go ahead, go ahead. Um, yeah, for the people that's in here, definitely go to G5JeffTV.com. February 5th is going to be the date. It's going to be like 10 fights on the fantasy league. It's a must. And it's free to join. You understand what I'm saying? So, if you're not joining yet, definitely join in. But yeah, we got a couple things we need to rap about, man. First thing is we're gonna mention the topics. The first thing is they postponed the purse bid again for Fury and Dillian Whyte. So we definitely need to talk about that. The WBA has mandated Tank versus Rolly. So we're gonna have to talk about that. Um, what else you got on the docket, bro?
Man, I'm in the streets, so I'm hoping everybody saw that clip of Thurman, and I could get your guys' impression. My impression was on Twitter, so you can look me up on Twitter at BoxingFirstVlog, the way you see it on your screen, and get my reaction, bro. So, I mean, that's just a little something I wanted to talk about. If that give folks in the chat a little bit of time to look it up on Twitter, IG, wherever you can find it at. But
Was it something that he dropped?
I don't know. It looked like it just came from, or ESPN put it up. I think it was ESPN Ringside. They put it up, and that's who I vibe with it. And they put it up like I got it 20 minutes up on the gram. So I'm sure they put it up on Twitter too, because I tap in with them from time to time on Twitter. But I really stay with the focus on the Twitter side of the game. I don't really tap in with the mainstreams too much. But you know what I mean? But I don't know, bro. But that's something we can get into a little later. You know, first things first.
Yeah, because I've seen like 2 different clips of Keith Thurman, but I don't know if either one of them is what you're talking about.
Well, the one I'm talking about, he ain't got no ponytail, bro. Man, he looking.
Oh yeah. I seen that. Yeah, his he been cut his hair.
Nah, but I mean, I'm just saying, bro. Bro, he looking rough on the top, bro. He looking not, bro.
Hold on, I got one for you. I'm gonna tell you who he looked like. He looked like remember Torres from New York Undercover and shit.
The man,
he looked just like Torres, yo.
Man, that's a good one. That's a good one. Throwback on that
Throwback for sure. Hold on. Big shout out to T Finney 3319. Big shout out to you, bro. Yeah, let's get into this. I was gonna wait for Shane for this one, but we can dip back into it once he get in. Tyson Fury and Dillian Whyte purse bid getting pushed back again. What's your thoughts on it? Like at this point,
it's either two things: they getting close to making a deal, or it's just your boy Mr. Shenanigans allowing the folks that with the suits and the dudes that carry the big bags and the checkbook and all of that. He just supporting the nonsense, you know what I mean? Because it don't take that long to really sit down and have a conversation and hash out some numbers. But if this is a part of what you do to get that big frame lined up to fight, then this is just what he do, bro. Like he's been doing it since the Deontay Wilder trilogy, and it's just been that way with him. And I ain't mad at the boy, you know what I'm saying? He coming out on top with the road that he walking, but the fans ain't happy. And I gotta consider myself a paying fan. You know, dig me and shoot. I done lost some money dealing with that dude. He owed me, man. Get your ass back in that ring, man. But no, that's just personal though. But you know, I'm keeping it on the media side, bro. I think they close, bro. That's the only thing I can say. I just think they close.
Yeah, I got the same impression. Like, just this is what the second, third time it's been pushed back.
Yeah, this got to be the third time I'm thinking.
Third time, right? Yeah, third time has been pushed back. And when you see situations like this, I would like to think that everybody's on the same page. Fury, Whyte, and
it's like when you get this close, you fine tuning things. You know what I mean? Before you just go ahead and put the information out, you got arena locked. You got potential, pay-per-view streaming people back, a backup to a backup. You know what I'm saying? They might have it on 2 or 3 views, especially if they do it over there. You know what I'm saying? They're going to have something that's going ESPN Plus, somebody like that that's going to be able to get it over here for us folks. Because I think that's going to be definitely on that side when they throw down. Where at on that side, I don't know.
It almost seemed like if the deal is close, will Dillian Whyte be fighting a preliminary fight?
I don't see that. You don't take them chances because you see what happened with Povetkin. You don't know what I mean? You don't take them chances because that little scenario put him off from actually being at this point a year ago. You see what I mean? When you had to go avenge that to solidify your spot.
Yeah, well, the thing is, what if Fury says, "Hey, if we're paying him, I don't want him just sitting."
But that's what I'm saying. Once the purse bid go down, then you got a fight date set.
If the purse bid go down, then they, everything's in place.
That's
but
what
if
I'm saying.
If he takes the buyout, like there's certain that usually when somebody takes a buyout, usually they have the person fight a preliminary essentially on the same card almost. That's usually how they like to set it up. But that's what makes this situation crazy because I'm like you said, like Dillian Whyte, it wouldn't be in his best interest to actually take an interim fight against anybody. This is the heavyweight division. You don't know what's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? So it's interesting. It's really interesting. Because something getting ready to go down. You just don't know what. Like you don't know what. And I don't know if they're waiting for AJ to make his decision or like because it is tied in.
Yeah,
It is
really,
tied
really, it's just a big soap opera over there, bro. They, you know what I mean. They've been controlling the reins of the heavyweight division for, man, it's been a minute, bro. So I can't be mad at them for getting their ducks all lined up in a row. It's not like these things haven't happened on our side of the fence. Trying to rebuild the heavyweight division, you got cats trying to avoid each other, so we don't find that guy in the mix. But Deontay Wilder, he came through. But other than that, you know what I mean. It's been kind of really cold. At least them guys got a bunch of guys that's active. They kind of going against each other. So with the stale out or the stall that we kind of having with the big dogs, I'm not really that mad or that upset as a fan. You know what I mean? Because y'all earned this bag chase. You wanna, like I said, you wanna make sure the check zeros kind of balance out. You feel me? So
yeah,
let them big dog. They all kind of earned it. Even AJ. You know what I mean? I
yeah,
would say he's earned it to consider that payoff or even earned his right to go back in there, especially if you made that, put that part of your original contract. Then they gotta they gotta accept that. And you, if unless they're agreeing to you not taking the fight, you know what I mean, because they
yeah,
can force it. Usyk could be like, yo, you signed it, I signed it, we got the fight. You know what I mean?
yeah. I
So
just yeah,
that's the biggest bag right now to me, is Usyk
yeah.
fighting AJ. It's not
I
Usyk fighting Dillian Whyte. It's not Usyk fighting Fury. It's Usyk fighting AJ. It's still the biggest bag.
You know what I was thinking about earlier, bro? Like they're offering AJ a $15 million step aside fee. I don't think Usyk has made 15 million in his career.
For this one, I would estimate, if y'all saying AJ like on that guaranteed 30, I would estimate Usyk get at least 15 for this one.
Yeah. No, I'm saying just
Well,
prior
yeah,
to the
this in
AJ
general, yeah,
fight.
but that's
Just
what
in
I'm saying.
general. Yeah.
For me, if I'm on that Usyk side looking at these dudes do what they do, I'm just thinking, keep training, keep doing what you do, because we getting in there with that cat. He can sit here and play the soap opera role and all my feelings and all of this and worry about what the media putting out, instead of really, what I'm saying, showing us some work and showing us you plan on fighting, not you, like you left it you left it up in the air. You put that video out as if you solidified something for your fans, for your cats that really follow you. You got them sitting back like, what am I gonna do? What you gonna do?
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
at me
absolutely.
as a fan from my side of the fence, I can't be mad at them, man. They, like I said, they've been really doing their thing with the heavyweight division as far as being active. You had a Chisora Parker joint just a month ago. We ain't had a nasty one like that in a minute out here, bro. I mean, just a
No.
good old squabble fest, and that shit went the distance. The fuck last time you seen dudes getting clocked like that and making it the distance? Man, big shout out to Chisora, man. You know what I'm saying? So
And
I can't be mad at the
and
merry-go-round
I
right now.
and I haven't seen Parker fight that well in a while.
Oh man,
I was actually impressed with the performance. And I felt like I always felt like he has the physical tools to be so much better than what he is because he does everything like really solid. Like his hand speed is solid for the weight class. He's not too heavy, but he's not small either. When he puts his weight into his shots, he got some crack. He got some cracks. Like and
I
defensively,
picked
he's
up
not
something that he
bad.
did.
Like I like Joseph Parker. It's just when he not on that hugging shit.
Yo,
You know what I'm saying?
that's what I was getting ready to compliment on. If you looked at how he did in the Trezor fight, he necessarily didn't grab.
Nope.
He low key just linked. He
Yep.
low key got close enough to avoid damage when he was tired, and he just
Yeah.
actually linked because
Just leaned on him.
he caught Chisora on the ropes a few times when at the points he got tired in the fight, because he was basically pushing Chisora back. That uppercut was nasty.
Yeah.
And he got the position of, okay, I can just lean without grabbing and making this look extra sloppy. And then these dudes is tired. So at some points
I
we're gonna sort of have that in fights. These is
and
two fucking mountains going back and forth. So I
you know
wasn't
another good
even
thing,
mad at
bro.
some points of the fight,
You
but
know
I thought
another
he was
good thing.
smarter, huh?
You know another good thing, bro. With Joseph Parker, when you dealing with a guy that got stamina issues, you supposed to lean on him. You know what I mean? You're supposed to put your weight on him, man. That makes him more tired
I
quicker.
mean, I
You know
thought
what I mean?
Shador looked okay in his last few fights.
He looked his stamina was a little better for this fight than it
I think
was.
it was too, but I mean,
Yeah,
even against Usyk, he just didn't. To me, he had to win and get the distance in him. He didn't have the. I don't think he had the tools to cut that ring off properly. Like his footwork just wasn't there because he couldn't stay. He couldn't find a position to get out the way of that left hand. You know what I mean? Like he
yeah,
had to get in
yeah.
that position to get his shot off, but he kept eating the uppercut, trying to get his in that position to throw that overhand. So you know what I mean? His footwork is definitely not the best, but I mean his heart, bro. I don't think it's a heavyweight with a bigger heart right now in the game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So much
yeah,
respect to a dude that used to be a fucking bouncer at the pub. So you know what I mean? Big respect to the boy. He definitely
absolutely.
earning his checks. Him, the Johnny Rices, them sort of dudes, man. They making boxing still fun for us hardcores,
Yeah,
especially.
not everybody has Usyk skill set or
Yeah, you know what I mean. But
Fury skill set. Like
not
it's
all
just
these dudes
guys
have these guys' heart either.
heart neither. Yeah, that's what
That's
makes boxing
facts.
so
That's big
that's
facts.
that's what makes boxing so crazy because I'm like you don't have to be heavily skilled to be successful. You know what I'm saying? Chris, my boxing son is in the building, man. Chris G said another beautiful day to talk about boxing. Absolutely. Every day is a beautiful day to talk about boxing for sure. He said what was reported, Usyk made 3 million just to purse his last fight. That's why I said it's one of those things where um for Usyk to give up 15 million for step aside money, like I said, he hasn't made that in his career. So I'm like, it's in Usyk's best interest to actually take the AJ fight now.
That's I agree with that because if you look at that 3 mil, to me that goes up 10 times because of them straps.
Yep.
So that's
Mm-hmm.
why I'm estimating at least 15, and that's for him. Like I'm not walking away from that. For you can make what I was supposed to make and not
Yeah,
fight.
I'm not. Yeah,
Like,
I'm not
hell
gonna
no, get your
offer.
ass in this ring and get these
Yeah,
motherfucking hands.
I'm not gonna offer you 15 not to fight, and then I'm not gonna turn around and ask for 15 million or close to it to fight. You understand what I'm saying? Like it has to equal up to the amount that I'm actually offering for you to step aside, man. Edwin Castillo in the building said, "What's up, family? Heavyweight undisputed is the talk." Right now, yeah, man. Right now, yeah, we gonna transition into some other stuff like we always do. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we talking heavyweight right now, man. You know the purse big. I push back again, so we just trying to talk things out, trying to figure out what's going on. He said 90 million to step aside. That's insane, according to Fury. That's what AJ declined. I seen no, Edwin, I think you looked at that wrong. He said from a business dealing, he said that AJ basically he lost 90 million in a business deal by not taking the step aside money. So he was looking at it more so from a, like, hey, take the 15, sit back. Once I beat Usyk, then me and you can fight in, Dubai or whatever, and we can get that bag. So he was thinking more along those lines. But see, this is what I'm talking about. When you're talking about this scenario, you got to talk about it two different ways. Are you talking the businessman or you talking about the best fighting the best? What we talk those two separate conversations. Those two separate conversations. If Fury, if you're AJ, right, it's probably best if you take the 15 and hope that Fury beats Usyk. Like you hope. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I said yesterday, bro.
No.
Nobody. I don't think people are on that wagon right now. The only person I would definitely be on their side for not being on that wagon would be Usyk.
That's what I'm saying. It's you can look at each person and come up with a different scenario. Like, so for example, if you're AJ, it's probably best if you take the step aside money and hope that Fury beats Usyk. If you're Usyk, you don't want no step aside money. You rather fight AJ because you're gonna get more money fighting AJ with, and he coming in with no strap versus Fury. He's coming in with a strap. You know what I'm saying? So he'll probably make more money with AJ. So he probably doesn't want to step aside. He wants to fight AJ, and he already beat him. If you look at Tyson Fury, for me, I can understand why he would want to go straight after Usyk because when it comes down to it, this whole Dillian White situation can get a little messy. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's messy right now. So he probably thinking like, all right, well, if I can beat Usyk next, my next fight is gonna be in Dubai, and
Let
I'm
me
looking at
ask you a
75
question.
million.
Let me
Mhm.
ask you a question while you stating that. Do you actually think he could get Usyk cheaper than Dillian White? Or not him, but just the camp, Bob and them and whatever team, Frank Warren. I know he fucked with Frank Warren. So don't he
Um,
fuck with Frank Warren? Ain't it Frank Warren?
I don't know who Usyk rocking with right now.
Not Usyk. I'm talking about
Fury.
Fury. Ain't Frank
Fury,
Warren?
yeah,
Okay, so
Fury rocking with he's still rocking with Bob.
Bob,
He's
but I
still
mean, who is his
he
like?
usually it's usually Frank Warren. It's usually Frank Warren. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
So
it's
my
usually Frank
that's
Warren.
what I mean. So so now I can continue. Do you think that team feels though they can get Usyk cheaper and get the straps rather than go try to give up the strap or get the strap taken and spend more money with Dillian White, a guy that's already been funking with the organization who belt we holding? You know what I mean?
So I
I
think
don't know. I'm asking like, babe, what you
I
think? You think they could get Usyk cheaper?
I think they think that they can get Usyk cheaper,
I was kind of feeling the same way.
even
I was
with
kind of feeling the same way.
yeah, even with Dillian White, this whole 80-20 thing, like we all know it's not gonna shake out 80-20. It's not gonna shake out 80-20. He's going to have to end up paying Dillian White more money than he is Usyk. Because Usyk is still the B side in terms of money.
I
Like
know
he's
that.
the
That's what
B
I'm saying.
side
That
out of
gives
all
me
four.
pause. That's the thinking that route. Only thing gives me pause about the pushback. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? I'm saying like they could
yeah,
be juggling their numbers. Like when you juggle numbers about fights, you have to have foresight, venue, date. You know what I mean? Like that sort of thing. It got to be lined up right. Like we blame uh Showtime and them for the pay-per-view on the Sunday that they did with Tank.
correct,
I don't think the foresight of that Sunday lined up good for them. You understand what I'm saying? Like
correct,
it wasn't a
correct,
bad idea, but it's like maybe a summer Sunday when
correct. When the
kind of
NFL is
likely
not
have
cooking,
more
right?
people at home that
Correct.
time in the afternoon trying to get out that sun or just
Hmm.
getting in or something, whatever that sort of scenario. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Winter
No, I agree.
Sundays, the
I
activity for people are different.
Yeah, the only way I can see it actually working for everybody is if Fury and Usyk is next, and that's in Dubai. That's the only way I can see it working from a money standpoint from all angles.
But
Um,
do I want to see that though? You know what I mean?
exactly.
That's my
Perfect,
point.
perfect, perfect. Like Dubai, people think they will take any fight.
No, I
No,
mean, well, they
that's
kind of
not the
will, bro.
case.
Hold up. They kind of will. They got
Yeah,
Regis Graves over there
they
fighting
do
some
got
dude you
Regis.
never heard of.
Yeah, but it's not. But they're not. They'll take any fight, but they only gonna put major coins up for specific fights. So if they bring Fury and Usyk over there, it may not make enough financial sense for them to put the money up like they did AJ and Ruiz. Like that made
I
good
mean, but
money
then
sense.
in a way, I kind of disagree with you just for this point. That's undisputed, bro. We ain't had undisputed at heavyweight in many, many moons. So,
Yeah, that's important to me and you, but we talking about Dubai here.
I mean, Dubai wants to be part of a historical event, wouldn't you? Because everybody, just for
Yeah,
instance,
but
everybody remembers Foreman and Ali took place in Africa. You feel
Yes,
what I'm
that's
saying?
true. That's true. But
Just
they
using that to support
also,
my argument.
yeah, that's true. But they still they want to be a part of a historic event, but it's how much coin they going to put up. That's the question. Like even the AJ and Andy Ruiz situation got pushed back because they didn't get the coins locked in until late. So that's always been an issue with Dubai. Period. Like they always bid for a fight. They always say, "Hey, we got X amount of dollars as a site fee for this fight," and it always comes down to the same thing. It's like, okay, where's the money? Put it in escrow. We want to see it before we commit. And you know how they play out there in Dubai. They don't go to Wells Fargo to get, you know what I'm saying, get their checks and balances done. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? They got that, that super underground money. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So that's always the challenge with Dubai. But the thing that's crazy, bro, like we just gotta sit back and just watch and see
That's
what
what I
happens
said,
because
bro.
we
Like,
just
right, just like my to finalize this topic for me, I'm not mad at them playing the merry-go-rounds. A lot of them dudes are definitely earned their right to negotiate for the bag. Like I said, none of these dudes is super B side sort of guys. Somebody would have to play A and B in all these scenarios of fights between these four dudes, and each has earned the right to claim the A side to me to a certain extent. You know what I mean? So it's all good, man. Let them boys work that out, man. We'll be here to tune into them fights. That's for sure. We need to
absolutely.
get our shit right on this side. That's all as I know. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
We need to get our shit right.
absolutely. Absolutely. Let me see. Edwin Castillo, you guys think he's just trying all he can to avoid AJ? If he beats Usyk, he'll retire. That's what I think, fam. Um, I I disagree with that. If
That's not the
AJ
bag,
beats,
bro.
yeah, if AJ beats Usyk, then his next fight is going to be in Dubai, and that's going to be the bag. You know what I'm saying? Like that's
That's
going
the
to be the
only way
bag.
it works out for Fury.
Yes, yes,
So it's like to know. Let me keep this solid. I think they want to see Fury and them get lined up, get a date. You understand what I'm saying? Kind of sit back as long as possible. Who knows? This might be another 2 months before we get a purse bid day set up. They didn't say nothing like, yo, we giving them 2 weeks, another week. They didn't say none of that. They just said it's been pushed back. So now
yeah,
that it's been pushed back, are they waiting for a date for AJ and Usyk?
yeah,
And then
yeah. I
Fury
think
can
it's
be like, yo, give him that step aside money. I'm going after the big fish. You see what I'm saying? So
I I think
yeah,
everybody's rooting for AJ to beat Usyk.
yeah. I mean, I wouldn't mind to see
Everybody's rooting.
AJ and Fury. I mean,
Yeah, I'd rather me personally, I'd rather see AJ Fury than Fury Usyk. And that's no disrespect to Usyk. It's no disrespect to Usyk. I like Usyk, but
I mean, nah,
um,
I think Usyk would actually be a better technical fight than AJ.
it would be, but it
To me, I'm a boxing,
for my entertainment value,
yeah, I get it. I get it for
yeah,
the entertainment. But I'm entertained by good boxing. I think Usyk could break that big motherfucker down. And all that bobbing and weaving he like to do and thinking that he Ali, we'll see if he can really make that pay against this dude. Because you got to bob and weave and be able to counter a guy that can box as well as Usyk is. So I think to me, playing the chess game on boxing, that one matches up a little better.
yeah,
With
I,
AJ, you just hoping he can get home. We know
yeah,
Deontay got home. You hoping AJ can get home. You know what I mean? That's really what it would be about because AJ's not that chess guy boxer. Like, we don't expect him to be in the rematch. He can't be a chess boxer. He
yeah,
has to
he,
go in there and be a backroom brawler, make it a little dirty, get them shoulders on him, you know what I mean? Get some of them hip shots if you can, you know what I mean? Punch them elbow. You got to do all of this shit from the first round going. You can't come out there playing with this dude, trying to find your range and all this nonsense. Double jab, get in there and maul this cat, homie. To
yeah,
me, that's the best route
that's
you can go.
that's the best route for him. Will it work? I don't know, but that's
Yeah, I don't know.
definitely the best strategy.
Never said it will.
Yeah,
That's one thing I didn't say. Speaking that, I don't know that it'll work.
I don't
Usyk
know either.
may be a pivot and spin guy. You never know.
Yeah, I just know he can't go in there just boxing with this cat.
You
That
don't know.
he can't go in there boxing with this cat,
Nah,
man. Like,
you got to go in there with the foot on the gas. like an
Absolutely.
18 wheel out of control, just on go.
Yeah, for sure. Edwin Castillo, I mean, Fury is out here calling out an MMA fighter. Edwin, let me tell you something about Fury. Fury is gonna always keep his name in the streets. Like
But
he's
Fury's
always
about
gonna keep
the
his
bag
name in the
too, bro.
streets. He's about that
Fury's
bag too.
yes, he is
Yeah,
about that bag, bro.
yeah. He said, doesn't Fury have some kind of non-exclusive deal? So, the thing with Fury, his deal is a little funny. So basically, if it goes to purse bid, he's pretty much toast. Like Eddie Hearn's gonna win the purse bid. He's gonna control the fight, and that's something that they don't want. The WBC, they kind of want to stick it to Dillian White because he had them in court. Um, so it's a lot of different things. It depends on if it goes to purse bid or not. If it goes to purse bid, then Fury's going to be under Eddie Hearn for this fight with Dillian White, essentially. So it kind of depends on how you look at it. Chris G said, did y'all mean Saudi Arabia? Yeah, that's what I meant. I said, what I say, Dubai? Saudi. Yeah, Saudi is where the bag is. Um,
That's all the same, you know, all in the
all in
same
the same.
region.
Yeah, all
Yeah,
in this,
you know what I
all in
mean?
the same.
Dubai ain't bad though. They, you know what I mean? They got
Nah,
the
ain't
dome
bad
and
at
all
all.
that going on out there.
Regis Broker gonna be out there with March 19th. March
Yeah.
19th. Big shout out to Regis Prograde.
Now
But
he
I
was
might
talking smack. Yo, he was on Twitter and
Yeah,
that.
yeah. He was
Yo,
talking
I
heavy.
ain't like that, bro. That boy, man, that boy a problem and a half, bro. That boy Seabriel Matisse is a problem and a half, homie.
But you know
Now
what I like about it though? How
what?
many dudes is actually calling him out though? I like that.
I
I
mean, yeah,
like that.
he. I
Matisse
bet. You think they'll
Matisse
do
is
business
not.
with Probellum?
Yeah, that's basically Al.
Oh,
Probellum,
that's.
that's Al.
Oh, I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
didn't
yeah,
know.
yeah, yeah. We had to talk off camera more about that, but
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
that's
Okay.
Al. Yeah, that's all Al. So
Oh,
he can
they on
definitely.
their Don King shit with the
Yeah,
little
yeah, yeah,
undercard
yeah,
promotions,
yeah,
keeping the
yeah.
money in house, in
Pretty
house.
much. Yeah, they went from the main house to the greenhouse. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, yeah, they on
yeah,
the same property.
yeah, it's on the same property. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, the dog house got a dog house. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
For sure. Edwin Castillo, is the fame and money uh is what's hurting AJ, or has he reached his ceiling? Okay. Um, you know what, vlog? I'm gonna let you get at that first, and then I'm gonna follow. You want me to go first? You want to go first on that?
let me volley this with you. Listening to y'all for a couple months, and y'all know y'all really talk about how cats get the Ryan Garcia side of the game going, and they they appreciate the limelight and a lot of things that boxing has afforded them, and they forget about what I'm saying the dirty work of boxing you got to do, and that means to learn. It hurt to learn in boxing. You feel me? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So you muscle memory training. You know what I mean? You going through a fitness sort of thing, diet changing sort of stuff. Like these cats
Yeah,
probably want to eat that calamari and all of this, and you really got to fall back from that sort of type of stuff. So
yeah, yeah,
maybe you know what I mean. He has a little bit of that, but I don't think he's reached his ceiling on potential as a marquee fighter, even with the because he's lost already. So people still want to see him, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like we about to find out if people still feel that way about Deontay. Now you talking back-to-back losses with Deontay. So we about to find out if the folks still really support him on that level. No bell. Not bad about the background, man. You
you
know
good,
what
you
out
good, you
there,
good,
man. We in the hood, man. You know what
you
I'm saying?
good, bro. You good.
Anyway, like I was saying though, you know what I mean? We still I think he good. I don't think he there. Maybe boxing skill wise, probably. But as far as like potential to still be witness and folks want to see what's going on and want to see him in the ring, no, I don't think he reached that ceiling, even with a loss to Usyk in the second one. I
Yeah,
still think people want to see Wilder, Fury, those sort of fights, even maybe a rematch against a Dillian White. Shit, maybe him and Parker. You know what I'm saying? I still think it's big fights out there for him, even with a second loss to Usyk.
yeah. Edwin, that's a good question. I'm gonna put it up again. Is the fame and money what's hurting AJ, or has he reached his ceiling? So, um, I mean, don't get it twisted. I mean, he's definitely down with the silk sheets. Like, don't get it twisted. He's definitely down with the silk sheets, multiple colors, all that. Um, I look at AJ and I'm like, he's accomplished so much in his career despite his lack of training. Like his trainer, like he is overachieved. A guy like AJ needs a really good trainer in his corner, because the one thing his trainer doesn't do is guide him through a fight in between rounds. So a lot of the times he's out there trying to figure it out on his own. So to answer your question, I think he has reached his ceiling because of who he has in his corner with him. Now, if he decides to change trainers and kind of kind of just hit the reset button, he could, add maybe three or four things to his game that could improve his game. But he's at a point right now where he's only gonna fight maybe three guys for the rest of his career. It's gonna be some combination of Usyk, Fury, and probably Dillian White. You know what I mean? Like it's only three or four guys that he's gonna fight for the rest of his career. So when you say his ceiling, I'm like, what can he do to beat those four guys? That's how I look at it. It's not like he's going to be facing the entire heavyweight division. Like he's past that. He's past that. Fury is past that. To be honest with you, Usyk is probably past that at this point if he keeps the straps. So I think AJ can improve. It's really just up to him what he decides to do to improve, and really just take it from there. But we gonna all we can do is sit back and watch. All I do know is that Usyk is just a bad matchup for him. That's a bad style matchup for him. He could win the fight, but that's a bad style matchup, man. Like, but he ain't got no choice though. He ain't got no choice. You know what I'm saying? He either got to fight Usyk or Fury. One of the two. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. It's tough sledding all the way around, man. Bruce Goes in the building, man. Big shout out to you, bro. Definitely doing your thing on your channel, man. I definitely like the flavor you bringing to your channel, man. Big shout out to you, bro. Edwin Castillo. Oh yeah, I mean, if he has that fire where he's okay with losing because he has skill to beat a lot of guys. Yeah, it's not about his skill set. He has a high skill set. It's the internal, what's in that chest. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we say all the time. It's what's in his chest. It's not about his skill set. He's more skilled than a lot of other guys in the heavyweight division, like offensively. He's very skilled. He give you every punch combination you can ask for. Uppercut is nasty, all that.
He's starting to remind me of the second part of Mike Tyson's career. Still a very sellable commodity in the sport of boxing, but definitely not in the ballpark of the top tiers of his division. But he's the bag still. You see what I'm saying? So the Holyfield definitely couldn't avoid that to really cash out in the game. So he's that guy of this era though. You gotta really look to fight him if you can, if you want to make a bag. It would don't matter if he got 4 losses. I think even at 4 losses, people still gonna want to see him because he's still a formidable guy across the ring because he big, he's solid, and he got half decent boxing skills. So if you can overcome that as a champion or some guy trying to definitely make waves towards a belt look, he gonna still be that guy for the next few years, bro. To
Yeah,
me,
I don't think AJ is going anywhere.
yeah.
We just gotta see how this play out. He said, I don't get why people out there say that AJ versus Wilder is dead because they both lost. They can still fight, and it doesn't end their careers. I'd still want to see who wins out of them. So here's the thing, bro. AJ Wilder, yeah, of course we want to see that. But they just have unfinished business. It's hard to see AJ versus Wilder right now when both guys really got unfinished business. Like AJ got Usyk problems. He got music problems that he got to handle. And the thing with Wilder doesn't have Fury problems anymore because they're just not going to fight again. But Wilder has to get a fight in just to see where he's at because he took major punishment in those fights, and so did Fury. So we have to find out what these guys are going to look like away from each other. You know what I'm saying? I just don't want to see I just don't want to see that fight yet because they got other issues they need to address. What you think about that, Vlog?
Man, I think that fight has potential to me. I want you to timestamp this because this is definitely might, be something that people may not agree with. Okay. I think Wilder has to be a top tier European fighter to kind of regain some respect for this side of the planet. You understand?
Why European though?
Because they're the cream of the crop in the division. They got the Otto Wildlands. They got the
I got you.
They got the recognizable names in the game right now, bro. And he's taking a loss to one of their guys. Anyway, bro, I apologize to everybody.
No, you good.
But as I was saying, though, I think they got the cream of the crop of the division. Even though some of their guys may fight on this side, they still representatives of their original nation. So to me, I think he got to take a step and get an Otto Wildland. To me, get a Parker. Yeah, I need a dub like that from you, my guy. You know what I'm saying? I mean, to me,
that's
as a
fair
fan, and to just kind of get some glory back for this side of the planet. We all, you know what I'm saying? I'm with you, my dude. So I think you need that. I think you need a good solid name from over there.
That's fair. I wouldn't. I mean, I don't think it necessarily has to be a European, but I think he needs a solid. I think he needs a solid name. No, I would like to see him a solid name.
It got to be somebody from that side, bro. To me, it got to be.
So why not? But why not Ruiz though?
To me, that's cool. That's an in-house fight, not a bad fight to make. But that's not. He represents the Western Hemisphere. He's gonna fight and do what he do based on how he fight. That's not an entertaining fight to me. I think it's an easy fight for Deontay Wilder to win. You know what I'm saying? Timing, you can catch Ruiz and yeah, he gonna go down. I don't care what type of chin they say he got. Ain't nobody getting hit by this dude and not hitting that canvas. So you can ask 400-pound Fury about that. But big salute to him for having that extra weight to deal with that, because he strengthened his neck with that extra weight. You ain't see that body fat up there on the top of his neck. He was, doing them ups like this, bro. I'm just telling you, man. I seen that extra weight on you, Fury. I ain't mad at you. It is what it is. But that's off topic. But don't get me to talking about this dude. But anyway, man, I think they got just control of the heavyweight scene. So like I said, to get some glory back from your side of the planet, bro, you gotta go there and knock down one of them trees in a recognizable tree. You understand what I'm saying? Don't pick no bum like Spivak or somebody like that and to do it too. You got, like I said, to me, a recognizable name is an Otto Wilder, an accomplished fighter. He the one almost beat Fury. He did what you was doing to Fury before you took the L. You know what I'm saying? You almost took the L.
You have a problem with him and Hellenius?
No, I don't. That's another good fighter that represents that side. Just, I wouldn't say per se London. I'm just saying that side. You know what I mean? So a European fighter, I think you gotta get us some steam back, baby. Gotta get some steam back.
Nah, fair enough. Fair enough. Hold on. Let me see where I'm at. J2 Fly, what is going on? Players said Terrence Bud Crawford still the greatest in the world. Bro, you got like 4 different aliases, bro. Bud Crawford smokes all men, easy work. He comes in like a different name. I don't know if it is Bud, but it might be Bud. If that's you, if that's you, Bud, you need to put something in here saying where I can send you a link. Um, why some said multiple colors? Yeah, he got them silk sheets in about 8 different colors, bro. You know what I'm saying? He said, "What makes Otto Wallen better than Ruiz?" I don't
I
think
didn't
I
say
don't.
that. See, YSM, now you taking my statement out of context. I didn't say better fighter or anything. I'm talking about as far as Ruiz represents the Western Hemisphere. He from Mexico, American, that sort of thing. That's over here, bro. This guy lost to one of the best heavyweights from that side. To get some steam back, to get, you know what I mean, some moxie built back up in us, feeling like, yo, we up in the top tier with them, bro. Because really, are we? I'm saying as an American heavyweight fighter and fan, are we up with them? I don't think we are. Look what happened to my guy Babyface. Just saying. I don't think we are. Maybe Johnny Rice can make something happen. He on a nice little run. I mean, you know what I'm saying? We got a couple guys, but you know, we about to see what this dude Shaw really about. You know what I'm saying? Coming up this Saturday. So, you know, I don't know, bro. I think they the top tier guys. So that, I'm not saying Ruiz is not a good fight. I just think for us as this side of the planet is what I mean, my dude. And not even a
I,
black white thing, nothing like that. I don't even want this to be misconstrued that way. I'm just talking about for the Western Hemisphere versus the Eastern Hemisphere.
okay.
This dude needs
He's
to get some steam back for us.
he said I asked that before you explained your thought process. So he with you. He with you.
Oh, okay, my bad,
Yeah,
my
he
bad.
with you.
I
He
didn't
with
mean
you.
to go over it again. Shit, then.
Nah, you good. You good. I think for Wilder, I think Wilder in the UK would be massive. Like he would take over the UK if they really are open minded. Because if they can get away with that with anybody, it'll be a guy like Wilder. Because you ain't got to worry about the judges. Because it's either he gonna get smoked or he gonna smoke something. Like it's that's the perfect guy that you would send to the UK. He would take over the UK. Yeah, like if Wilder was fighting in the UK and Fury was fighting in the UK, the numbers would be comparable. That's how big Wilder is in the UK. They'd be comparable. Like you know what I'm saying? Um, I would love to see it. I would love to see it, but we got to see.
Even if you looked at it as him getting fans that are fans of just wanting to see him lose, it's still a come up. If you kind of push that route and kind of, you know what I'm saying, get him to take a couple fights over there, you know what I mean, somewhere in Ireland, you know, they got a good boxing market. I don't know if they got a heavyweight representative. I'm just saying, I'm just throwing out some different countries that got a nice boxing scene. So, you know what I mean? Definitely in the UK somewhere, you know what I mean? Don't have to be in London. They got them little off towns that they fight in out there that got big soccer arenas and stuff like that. So I agree with Jeff. I think he'd be a nice little bag over there. And it'd be a good look. Get off your home soil, get off the comfort zone sort of thing, you know what I mean? And just go over there and rebuild your brand again. And it'd be a good move. And knock down some of them big trees that they got over there. Like I said again, and I restated, they have control of the heavyweight scene. I just mentioned about 5 names. Do we actually have 5 names? I'm not sure. And that's no cap.
You know,
Yeah,
you know the thing that's crazy, yo, is like there's a legit people saying that for the people that saying like if AJ lose his career over, it's not true.
no.
If Wilder his career is over, not true. The heavyweight division has so many guys. Like Wilder could go on a European tour and probably come up 100 mil. Facts. He come up 100 mil. He come up 100 mil on a UK tour.
And
But I
and
think,
it's
but I
some
think, but
guys
I
he,
think,
he
listen, but I think Broner could come up 40, 50 million on a UK tour. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so
with
it's
the
just,
Broner, he'd have to win. I think he'd have
yeah,
to.
yeah, he
The
would,
difference, the difference in weighing them two guys, Broner is a one fight guy. He don't get that fight. I don't think he the bag on the replay. Nah,
so okay, so I don't want to, I just mentioned that name. I
I
really
know
don't
I
want to dig
got you.
into
I'm
Broner.
I'm
Yeah, yeah,
nitpicking.
no,
I'm
I'm with you. I'm
nitpicking.
with you. I
I'm
didn't want to really
nitpicking.
dig
I'm
into
nitpicking.
Broner, but Yeah, Wilder can make 100 mil.
No, you know why I say that though, Jeff? I say that because the different Deontay Wilder is more of a fighter than a boxer. So with him, like you spoke on, is either KO or get KO, and people gonna pay for that 3 to 4 losses inside somebody's career. You know what I'm saying? He's still a marketable guy. The same thing for AJ. You know what I mean? He's not getting uglier from these losses. It's not like, you know what I mean, his face is battered and he bleeding all
Yeah,
out the gums and this sort of thing. He just losing on these cards. He might catch a bad shot in there like he
right.
did against Usyk in that 12th, but he making it. So people, what I mean, fans, females especially, you know what I mean, a female want to see him. The dude gonna have to
Right.
pay for the fight.
Yeah,
You
not
feel me?
now. Now I ain't gonna lie. Now I mean Deontay Wilder got some silk sheets that say Bomb Squad on them joints too. Like you know what I'm saying. Uh,
That's
till
why I
this
said.
day,
That's why I spoke
that
on get out your comfort zone.
yeah, he got them gray silk sheets that say till this day on them joints. For sure. You know what I'm saying? They got a cool piece too in them sheets too. You
Oh yeah,
understand what I'm saying?
yeah.
But but see the thing is I don't worry about Wilder in the silk sheets because I know he gonna take them sheets off and he gonna go to work. You know what I'm saying? He gonna leave it in the ring. Like and it's like I don't get how people are not Wilder fans. Like I don't understand it because I'm like, he's the epitome of overachieving. He's the epitome of overachieving. Like everything that spells out his climb to the top
That's a
says
good.
failure.
That's
Says
a good
failure.
tweet. That's a good
He
tweet. Who overachieved more, him or AJ? Now we consider AJ overachieving because he's had an amateur
that,
trainer his whole career,
that's
and he's
true.
been a professional longer than he's been an amateur. So you got the same guy who hasn't expanded your game, and look where you've been. You've been unified champion. So
That's a
who's
fact.
overachieved more? I don't know. That's a good tweet, though. I might put that out.
Yeah, I think hold on, this just came in, man. Big shout out to Kelly Pavlik, man. Just followed your boy on the gram. Big shout out to Kelly Pavlik. Shane put a video together dedicated to Kelly Pavlik. Kelly, if you listening, man, we would definitely love to have you on, man, and really chop some real boxing up with you, man. And it's no fluff over here, man. We talk straight boxing. We get right to it. So I'll definitely be reaching out to you. We're gonna definitely send you that video as well, so you can watch it. But big shout out to Kelly Pavlik, man. Big shout out to Kelly Pavlik, man. You know what I'm saying? I told you we on the move. We definitely on the move. That I do think that's a really good question. Like, who has overachieved more, AJ or Wilder? And I know people are gonna say Wilder because they think AJ is that good. But the thing is, when you a heavyweight, it is essential that you have a good trainer in your corner. It is essential because I'm not gonna lie, like Evander Holyfield, when he was in his prime, his corner got him through a lot of fights. His corner got him through a lot of fights, man. As a heavyweight, you gotta have you gotta have two things. You gotta have a good chin and you gotta have a good trainer. It starts with them two. You know what I'm saying? It really starts with them two. Um, you know, Edwin Castillo said, Kelly Pavlik is a cool dude. Yeah, he seemed like he a real cool dude, man. We did a special video on Kelly Pavlik. We got a segment coming out called Ring Gods, where we put out little tribute videos to to the legends of the game, you know what I mean, and give that respect where the respect is needed. You know what I'm saying? So we really it just shows our appreciation to the guys that's paved the way. And this guys that's currently fighting that has paved the way. You understand what I'm saying? So we're gonna give it up wherever we feel like we need to give it up in the Ring God series. Um, to be honest with you, I think we probably will. I think the first one will be Kelly Pavlik because we want to actually drop the video and then do an interview with him. And we're gonna try to make that happen. But big shout out to VP Shane for the video. Big shout out to Kelly Pavlik for the follow. You know what I'm saying? Big shout out to him. But let's jump into this real quick vlog. WBA has mandated Tank versus Rolly. Are you still interested in seeing that fight?
They over here making all this fucking noise and I'm tweeting and shit. My bad. While he was running his
You
mouth, I was
good?
still tuned in. So, you know what I'm saying?
You good?
Yeah, I'm still interested. I don't think it cooled off that much. Tank ain't really been busy. Ain't nothing going on with that Cambosa situation. That Lomont thing that cooled off as fast as it came up in the press. So what's wrong? That's in house. Wasn't he talking about in house? So there you go.
Yeah, for sure. Uh, Big shout out to my guy Bruce Goes too. Shared the live on Twitter. Big shout out to him. Um, yeah, I'm still interested in that fight because that's the only exciting fight I'm gonna see on PBC for Tank.
Mm.
It's the only one I'm gonna see that they're gonna be willing to make
Hmm.
because they're not gonna put him in harm's way.
Who would be harm's way in that division for them?
Not even in that division. It might be one division up or one division down.
He ain't going back to 130.
That's all I'm saying. There had to be a guy from 130 coming up.
Or a guy from 140.
Yeah, or him going up to 140 to go see somebody. But
Uh,
who does PBC have at 140 that they would match him up against? That realistic.
I got a name for you.
Go ahead.
Peralta.
Who?
Peralta.
No, he's too big. Peralta's 54.
He just fought at 54 and he barely made weight because he came into that one like 152, 153, something like that.
Yeah, but we talking 140, 135.
That's his natural weight class.
No, it's not. Not Peralta.
I guess he at 147.
That's the lowest he's going is 47. It's really nobody. It's nobody at 40. It's nobody at 40 that.
What about the Ramos nephew? Not Abel, but his nephew.
He's not going to fight him. They're not going to set that fight. I'm talking about like a fight that the public will be interested in on the PBC side.
The boy 17-0.
Again, the public. You're not the public though.
I'm just giving out some names. I never said I was the public. You asked for some names.
I'm saying some names that the public would be interested in. Because remember, he's a pay-per-view fighter now.
The public didn't even recognize Cruz. They just used the Mexican thing to
Agreed. But
that's no cap. I'm not saying that as racist shit.
I'm with you.
They just a big fan base. So I'm just want the people to get where I'm coming from. You know what I mean?
He's a pay-per-view fighter. So it's like we can't just put him up against anybody.
Yeah, so they had to use if they did pick anybody, they had to have anybody that had a wagon. As I was trying to tell y'all with the McSay joint when I was saying draw, that's still a wagon. You're hitching your promotional base to a fan base. McSay has a fan base. Filipinos support their fighters. Mexican fans support their fighters. So if you don't have somebody of that ilk, then you're in trouble. I think they only have maybe Mexican fighters. And it has to be somebody that's undefeated or something like that, that would be the way to go. Obviously, it's the way to go. It's a young Latin fighter, undefeated, that they talking about putting them in there against. You know what I mean? This dude just happened to have a name. And I think he only got a name because of that, the way he won that fight, bro, because he wasn't really that hot before that Jackson Ramirez fight to me.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm interested in the fight because Rolly gonna make the fight. Rolly gonna make the fight. Like he gonna talk all the trash. He might go to another press conference where it's 90 degrees outside. He got on a chinchilla. Who knows what this dude is gonna say? Who knows what he's gonna do? People are gonna tune in because Rolly's he's gonna hype up the fight. But it's kind of like, what does Tank? Who does Tank actually fight? Like, period. Like outside of Rolly, like usually superstars have a lot of options, but Floyd has kind of closed the door on all of his options because they're not in house.
Or you would have to find an independent like star like a Haney to fight.
But the thing is with that is they're not gonna give Haney the opportunity to fight Tank without them having options on Haney. So essentially, he's not gonna get the fight because they're not gonna sign with him. He's not gonna sign with them.
I mean, if you make
Yeah, it's a rough
excuses, now,
spot, man.
now as a promotion, if you make excuses not to have these big fights, that's on you.
That's
That's not
exactly my point.
yeah. You see what I'm saying? Like, if you're doing this option thing, what's wrong with a one fight deal? Especially if it's a guy that's independent, so
Because
you're not third party sharing
well,
excess money with the fighter and his backside
but
promotion team. And
the problem with that is if Tank fights Haney and they give Haney a one fight deal and Haney wins the fight, then they have no ties to Haney. Haney can
okay,
just go wherever he want. They're not gonna do that. They're not gonna
okay,
do
I
that.
mean,
That's how the big boys play it.
all right, hold up. They just did that with Canelo. He not fighting nobody from PBC.
That's Canelo though.
Tank, and you telling me Tank is not? I mean, you telling me Devin Haney don't have that sort of pull? He ain't on that
Nope.
run where he
Nope.
could command that sort of respect in
Nope.
negotiation. Hmm.
Nope. Nope.
Okay,
Not
okay,
not at
I get
all.
you. I
Not
get
at
you.
all.
I get you.
Not at all. It's just if I'm it's just as a businessman, I'm not gonna put an outside guy up against my guy unless I got options. So like take when Manny fought Jeff Horn. Like nobody thought Jeff Horn was gonna win that fight, but Bob Arum made sure he had three options on Jeff Horn if he won. So he still controlled things. So that's the only way Haney
So
would
again,
an independent person would
if
get in a
you look at
situation
it
like that.
like that, if you look at it, if Bob and them did that before the fight, then was it a setup for him to win? Because Manny is still Manny with a loss. That doesn't matter. You understand what I'm saying?
Well, I think that particular situation, yeah, I do think he got set up because it was time for him to resign. It was time for him to re up. So that was really the only way Bob was going to try to get him to re up. But the thing is, Manny was thinking the way you was thinking, like I'm still Manny even with the loss, and he still walked. So, but usually when guys are dealing with outside guys that's not in their in their stable for a big fight, they gotta get options on the other guy just in case their guy loses. That's just how they play things, at the end of the day. That's why I said it makes it difficult for
So,
Tank.
so that's what I'm saying. So, in the scenario of Tank Roley,
Mm-hmm.
that winner will have to get Devin once he gets the belt. You got to make that fight. It's a super fight in the division because he's going to take them straps from Cambosis.
Tell
Mid
Floyd that though. Tell Floyd that.
Oh my
That's
God!
the that's the
I
that's
guarantee
the
you, I'm telling you, Floyd gonna be on his Don King. He gonna be right outside the ring, looking at Bill, ready to shake hands. Like, yo, can we talk in the back? I'm just saying, bro. That's the
um
biggest fight to make in the division, bro.
I still don't see it happening. I still don't see it happening. Because it's
I
gonna
mean,
come down
a
to
two fight
it's
deal? You telling me a 2 fight deal? You telling me Haney and them wouldn't? All right, you
it's
saying
not
they want,
about
hold
Haney.
up? Let me
For
finish.
for
They want options.
right.
You think options 2 to 3 fights? They respond 2 fights. There's no way they can meet in the middle on a roundabout number for both fights, regardless of opponent. I think they could, because you could get a Tank backdoor that with a Rolly fight, even off a loss.
But even in your scenario, you have him locked in for another fight.
That's what I said. It's still not a loss for Haney. He's still
Right.
not
But
signed long term to like some Dazan streaming sort of thing. Like he can
but
only fight on Dazan.
but in your scenario, why would Devin Haney do that when why would he sign a two fight deal with a promotional company that's not his? And then Tank is they're gonna say he's so think about what you said. Think about what you said.
Yeah, I think I'm
Let's
telling
say
you,
Haney beats Cambosis, right?
which he's going
Haney
to,
has Haney has all the belts.
which he's going to.
So you're in Haney's camp. Why would you accept B-side status against somebody that don't have the belts, and you got to give up options on your career to the opposite side's promoter. It doesn't make any
You
sense.
have what you mean? You have no promoter. You're rolling to the highest bidder.
So why would
So
you? So
right
why
now,
would you give up? But
the
why would you
highest,
give up your independence? Why would you give up
the,
your independence?
that's you're not in. You're talking like independent is not being able to fulfill a particular deal that you made with somebody. You're still independent. You made a deal. You fulfill your deal. You're still independent. I'm not understanding how you saying you all fighting.
Because
Then
because if you check it out, so um if you're Haney and you have all of the belts and you have no promoter, then
you're
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 A side. You're A side,
right.
right?
You're right. Correct. That does not preclude you from going to who right now is controlling the pay-per-view market. That's obviously Showtime, PBC, and what they doing with the link to the to obviously right now is the high. Ain't nobody charging more than $75 per pay-per-view. That's again a $75 main event. You getting yourself broadcast without having to do your own like in-house promotion. So you're not depending on Dazan to get you out to really push your next fight, blah 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 blah, this, that, and the third. The PBC is going to do that.
So, but why would you play in somebody else's backyard when you got all the straps? That's my point. Why
It's
would you
not.
play in somebody else's
It
backyard?
how is that really saying you playing in somebody else's backyard? That's like saying,
Because if vlog, if me and you gonna fight and you got all the belts, right? Are you gonna make me come to your house to fight, or you gonna come to my house to fight?
he don't have no house, bro. He's just currently
Bro,
on his hand.
I
That's it. That's
understood,
his last fight.
understood. But even at the very least, you would pick a neutral site. You wouldn't come to my house and fight.
So you
If you
telling
got
me
all the if you got
so
all the
hold up.
straps,
This is
go
an
ahead,
option.
go ahead,
This is an option.
go
Just
ahead.
like with PB, just like they did with the Wilder joint. That shit was on ESPN and it was on the Showtime and them pay-per-view network.
But we're
So
circling back to Floyd. We're circling back to Floyd. This is why we having a discussion. We're circling back to Floyd. Floyd specifically said, "I'm not in the business of making somebody else rich." So that idea is out the window because he's not going to go for it. That's why I'm saying, like
my point
Haney.
is, bro, that's angry talk, bro.
No,
That's
he believe that shit. No, he
bro,
believe that shit, bro.
bro, listen to me, bro. A rich man get rich playing ball with other rich men. So y'all all get rich. With that concept doesn't make any sense when my dude, you've
But
had rich people play ball with you, so you can
but
get rich. What
but
are you
vlog,
talking about, bro? That
but vlog.
concept, there's no
But
other
I
fight
didn't
you can make. There's no way
vlog,
in the world. Just like
vlog.
they
But
thought them numbers, hold up. Just like they thought them numbers did bad with Isaac Cruz. If the numbers with Rolly don't do numbers, there's no way in the world they're not gonna go cross the street and start
all,
whistling in front of somebody building. Next
all
thing
I'm
you know, somebody
saying,
looking out the window.
all
Oh,
I'm saying All I'm saying is they didn't. I didn't make that shit up. He
I'm
said that
getting
shit out of his own mouth.
it. Yeah, bro.
Everybody heard it.
That was over a year ago, bro.
But
That
he's
was
still standing on it. He's still standing on it,
okay. You're gonna run out of in-house options that are sellable unless
bro.
you start really hold up, bro. Unless you really start looking for reaches, as you were saying, me mentioning
You,
the Ramos nephew.
you and I both know that. Yeah, we're in agreement. You and I both know that he's going to run out of options. He's out of options now. Rolly is the only option he has on the PBC side
Well,
between 130, 135, and 140. So I'm agreeing with you on that, but it goes back to my Haney point.
okay, so
Why
hold up.
go? Why go? Hold on a second. Why play across the street with somebody that has no options and no belts? You
They got,
control everything.
but my thing is just like Haney. I'm just thinking if I'm Haney and them, this about legacy. This about making money also. If you believe you're better, you go across the street, go play ball, and then you go walking down your own, create your own block.
Not in that situation. Not in that situation. Because Floyd, listen, do you think Floyd is gonna go into negotiations with Devin Haney and have Tank as the B side? That's a simple question.
I wouldn't even suggest that it had to be like that. The money could be fair. You know what I'm saying?
But
First of
no,
all,
but
you got to think of it.
go
You
ahead,
got
go
to
ahead.
think of it this way. Tank don't got no straps.
But that still doesn't mean Floyd's not gonna come into the situation trying to talk like Tank is the A side. That's my point. That's my point in this whole
I'm
argument.
not saying that you're wrong. I'm just saying at some point you got to recognize somebody still got to take a step back. There could be an A plus and an A minus. There's two A's.
Tank would my point is Tank would need Devin Haney more than Devin Haney would need Tank.
Agreed. You know why? Because Devin Haney would have the straps.
Absolutely. That's why I said you don't play on his side of the street. That's exactly my point.
My thing is, if his side of the street is negotiable, what can be discussed. There's a thing. Hold up, Jeff. There's a thing discussion, just like we having. So at some point in time, you can either come to a conclusion, or you can say, you know what, we can't find an agreement, and you can move on. They're still going to have a discussion, bro. That is the big fight. That is the super fight for the division coming up.
That's cool. The only person that can go on somebody else's street and be the A side is Canelo. That's the only person in the sport that can get away with it.
Stop it, bro. If you are the undisputed lightweight champion of the fucking world, you can go play ball and dictate terms that are more agreeable to you, but yet understandable that the other side is recognized.
Vlog, that is bullshit. That is bullshit. With Tank, so you mean to tell me? Is Haney? Hold on, listen. If Haney fights on PBC against Tank, he's gonna be the A side. Is that what you telling me?
Yeah, he would have to be the A.
That's bullshit, bro.
There's no way in the world you can have Tank Davis' name over top of Devin Haney, and Tank Davis is not the undisputed champion of the world.
But you said he's fighting on his side of the street.
It don't matter, bro. It does not matter.
Why does it not matter, bro? Why do you have what's the point in having all the belts if you're not gonna play A side? That's my point.
There's no reason why you're telling me that Floyd and them not gonna see enough or be able to negotiate enough zeros to be like, yes, the undisputed dude is definitely the A side. We can already agree on that. He got all 4 belts. There's no arguing about it. You're even gonna forget about the belt that they mailed to him.
If Floyd negotiates a Tank fight and gives the other guy A side perks, I'll come on here and give you your flowers. It ain't no way on God's green Floyd does that. And this ain't about Tank. This ain't about Tank. This ain't about Haney. This is about Floyd. Floyd thinks Tank is the top guy in the sport. He thinks he's the top guy in the sport, with or without a belt. He don't even have a belt. He don't even have one.
I know. That's what I'm just telling you, bro. That's not that. Nobody's going to be paying for no 10-round pay-per-views, bro. You can't keep making up these second-tier little 12-round fights for this dude.
I agree.
What you doing is not going to work. That's what I'm trying to say. I think you're an intelligent enough businessman. I think Tank has enough heart that he is willing to fight the Ryan Garcias, these type of guys, to actually go. Let's truly sit down and have a conversation. Let's not talk all this Twitter shit and all this IG shit. Let's have a conversation. Let's lawyers talk.
The way Floyd operates, I'm speaking about this because I know how Floyd operates. Do I think Tank can go in there against the top 5 guys and have a legit shot? Absolutely. Absolutely. Do I think he's ready for those guys? Absolutely. I think he got a legit shot against all them dudes. But it's Floyd that's the problem. And that's why I'm talking the way I'm talking. It's Floyd that's the problem.
So you you're going to have me tweet that it sounds like Floyd is the problem for Tank being historic.
Tweet it. Yeah, absolutely. And you can say it came from me as well. Yeah, tweet it. You can tweet that. Yep. It ain't, bro. It ain't one person that's going to disagree with that. Because everybody know Tank is capable of beating any of those dudes. It's whether Floyd is going to put him in there. Floyd ain't going to put him in there.
Then Floyd is
Floyd's a dummy. He dumb. If he's dumb.
It's not dumb. It's I think it's a thing of envy. It could be envy coming into play. You know what I mean? This dude is reaching my level of I wouldn't say bag wise, because I don't think he'll let him surpass that. Obviously, you ain't gonna never make more money than a motherfucker cut the check for you. So you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
Right.
But I think it might be a thing of historic. Like Floyd ain't never been undisputed, so that could
No,
be
that's true.
that
No,
could
you know
be.
what? And that's a good point too. And this is why I always say Floyd is not the best option from a promoter standpoint because um he still um adds himself in the equation. Like let's be real. Like
He the Puffy
Floyd,
Combs of boxing.
huh?
He the Puffy Combs of boxing.
Yeah, he is the P. Diddy Combs of boxing, man. Like it's just like to be honest with you, he should have the nicest stable out of anybody in the sport. The nicest. Like he been rocking with Devin Haney since he was an amateur. There's no way he shouldn't have signed Devin Haney. He been rocking with Shakur since he was an amateur. There's no way he shouldn't have signed Shakur. You take like Keyshawn. Keyshawn, he been rocking with Keyshawn since the amateurs. He should have every elite black fighter. He should have them. But because he's so locked in as being the greatest, the GOAT, I don't think in his brain he can factor in somebody can get close to him or I'm gonna help somebody get close to my legacy. That's why he's not the best choice as far as being a promoter is concerned. Think about it. Think of how great Floyd is, and then think of his stable.
I mean, I can't argue that. I
The
can't argue that.
best the best fighter he's ever had in his stable is Tank from a skill standpoint. The second best would be Badu Jack.
He's still rocking with Badu.
Yeah, but that's a major drop off. He's only had one superstar in his existence as a promoter.
He
One.
ain't been around long enough to really to
He been
gauge
around. He
that.
been around long enough. He been around long enough.
10 years?
Yeah, that's long enough.
Nah.
Not with
Nah.
somebody like Floyd. That's long enough for him to land a superstar.
He got one.
Only one. Only
That's
one.
okay. That's okay.
Only one. No, that's not okay. Not for Floyd.
I think the
That's not
old, like,
okay.
but that's where age start coming in. At now, he's in more in this teaching mode. He'll accept the growth and how these
His
youngsters surpass and evolute the game. So he's gonna be a part of that. That I think he's rolling in that mode. You know what I mean? To me, you can
his
kind of hear it when he talks about AJ and being realistic and things like that. So I mean, I think he can grow, bro, even as a businessman. You not
uh,
giving no credit for growth. You think a
what
motherfucker stuck in
what
quicksand.
what he is stuck in quicksand because he's doing it with his superstar, and then he can't get nobody else. What top guys has he signed?
He got Rolly.
Oh, you lucky you the only one on here, man. I can't be talking to myself and shit, man. I'm going in the comment section, bro. I'm not fucking with you, yo. Edwin said, mandated. I thought Tank getting that other WBA belt would make him mandatory to the Super WBA. Yeah, it's real fuzzy, but that's what they mandated, bro. He said, unfortunately, Tank is wasting his skills away being with Salt Weather. If he doesn't fight a top guy until he's like 33, then he get exposed because he's good. But like they say, iron sharpens iron. I just want to see. I think Tank's ready for the top guys. Like I said, man, it's up to Floyd to put him in there with him, man, under whatever circumstances. I just don't see it happening. But I mean, I hope he proved me wrong. T Finney 33-19. I still want to see Tank versus Rolly despite the fans not wanting that. Hold on. I clicked off that. My bad. He said, I still want to see Tank versus Rolly despite the fans not wanting that fight. I feel Rolly is way too cocky at this stage. I'm hearing the pay-per-view will be $80. Yeah, I think all the pay-per-views will be $75, $80. Edwin Castillo, fellas, the writing is on the wall. PBC is a sinking ship, and Al is gonna jump ship with all the money. So, Edwin, I know you said that before, bro. Like their model right now is I'm pay-per-view was keeping them afloat. Pay-per-view was keeping them afloat. And the thing with PBC, just in terms of the business model, is they have a lot of guys with a lot of high guarantees, and that's their problem. They got a lot of guys with a lot of high guarantees. The guys that don't have a lot of high guarantee, as far as they fight the fight purse, you see them often. You know, the Brandon Lees, the Joey Spencers, the Vito Milnicki Juniors, guys like that. Like you see them often because their guarantees is not super high. They can afford to pay them. They can afford to put them on, Fox Sports One or something like that. You know what I'm saying? But they got a lot of high price hitters that they can't afford to pay on regular TV, and that's the problem. So I don't want to say PBC is sinking at all because Al is Al. Al been sinking for the past 3-4 years, according to y'all. You know what I'm saying? And he's still here putting on. So I don't think that's the case, but I do think they need to probably clean some things up, as far as the guarantees for some of the fighters. But that's what he's known for, taking care of his fighters at a detriment to business, probably. Um, he said Tank, I think, does want the fights, but it's salt weather and hot dog news. He literally said when asked about Haney, Loma, Cambosos, and Ryan, he said they ain't shit, and Tank is fighting the best guys now. When, um, like I said, but that's part of the issue when you sign with Floyd. Like when you sign with Floyd, Floyd run the show. When you sign with Al runs the show. When you sign with Bob runs the show. Like it's really just it has to make business sense for those guys to actually make the big fights. It has to make business sense. If it don't make business sense, if it don't make money sense, then it's not gonna happen. It don't matter how much the fans want to see a fight.
It make, bro, any money that's improved from what they may invest makes business sense, bro. You
Not to
put
them.
out, bro, they not in there fighting, so how
Yeah,
is
but
that doesn't make sense, bro?
bro,
No
that's if
loss
that's the
for them, bro.
case, bro. But if that's the case, man, Spence Crawford would have happened. Tank
No, that's
Haney
what
would
I'm
have
about to
happened.
get to. No, that's what I'm
Okay,
telling you. With
okay,
these cats, with these personalities, it's about control. That's all it
right.
boils down to. That there's not that they want control just to their own fighters. They want control of somebody else's fighter if it comes to trying to make a big fight. They want to try to weasel a way to tie these guys into this, that, and the third. How Suleiman and all of them Suleiman and them controls or helps Canelo move the way he moves. You know what I mean? As far as not being locked into some lifetime contract with the Zan, getting out of this situation with De La Hoya. You know what I mean? Whatever connection he got with them Suleiman, that clan is helping him move around boxing the way he is, bro. That's just the way I see that, bro. Because obviously they one of the older organizations, so they got a lot of clout and a lot of pull with all the other organizations that support the things he's done to collect straps, things like that. So
Yeah,
that's just my take on why he may be the only guy currently. But as far as
yeah,
yeah, it's just envy, man. Like you said, these guys ain't gonna allow the big fights because they're not gonna have no way to out wiggle another weasel. It's just like weasels in a trap trying to out weasel each other.
yeah.
It's
And
gonna be
that's
hard to
no,
do.
that's facts. I mean, because even Floyd Pack, that didn't happen until it made business sense on all ends. Till they made it make business sense on all ends. Like you know what I mean?
Well,
Um,
that was Bob. Bob was up against the wall on that one because he was in get ready to lose pack mode. So
well, it was a 50-50 thing because they knew that that 6 fight deal with Showtime. Manny Pacquiao was a part of that 6 fight deal, so they had to come together. Period.
yeah,
On that. But it's just but no, you're right, man. Like it's you got egos, you got business, you got money, you got control, and Al has shown that he will give up a he'll give up a potential good business deal to keep control. Like he's all about control. Like that,
they
he is
all are.
all about control.
They all are.
He's more control. He's probably the most controlling out of all of them. Because he's
Bob to me
had
is smart. Bob to me is just like the way he'll give you a certain fight length. A lot of these other guys want these 10,
Bob. Yeah, Bob is smart. The thing with Al though, we've seen Al make his fighters drop belts so they won't have to take fights that he don't have control over. So it's, you know what I mean? Like he's really about
That's game.
control at the end of the day. But I mean, we gonna get we it look like we gonna get Tank Rolly next. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Look like we gonna get Tank Rolly next.
Hey,
At the end of the day.
I wanted to tap in. I ain't gonna be in here that much longer with you and
Yeah,
shit.
we gonna get up out here in a minute. Go ahead,
Yeah, I
bro.
just wanted to see if anybody seen that clip of Thurman and see how they feeling about the boy, man.
I
I,
seen it. I seen the clip that you talking about.
I,
The thing with the thing with Thurman, um, right now it's just Thurman has every reason to come into this fight and really Thurman needs an impressive performance. Let me put it
bro,
to you like that.
I get you. We know that. How did he look to you, bro?
Um, to me, I just this looked like he was. I didn't like how he was looking. To be
Thank
honest
you.
with you,
Thank you. God
um,
damn it. That's what I was trying to get out of you.
um,
It took a minute. It was like pulling teeth. I know you
yeah,
like him. You and your boy YSM. I know y'all like him. He cool and everything. But
but
bro, his back
it,
leg, bro. when he was
yeah. Well, the thing is, like, um, like when I watched it, because there was some other clips that I seen of it was some other clips that I seen of Keith Thurman too,
I
and
know
it's
I
crazy.
seen
It's crazy because I it was two clips where he had like a heavy vest, and I literally had people messaging me talking about something. Yo, Keith Thurman looks slow. I said, bro, he has a 30-pound vest on. Like, are you serious? Like, it's like some people just don't know what they be looking at. But
well, I
go ahead.
peeped this one. This clip to me definitely showed age. You know what I mean? I'm gonna say that. I even like let's say people say, well, that's the end of training. You know what I mean? He was ending it. That's coming to the end of the session. You gonna be slower, wooty woot. Okay, so if that's how you gonna look when you tired in this fight, trouble, trouble. You
Can
understand what
I
I'm talking
can
about?
I can I throw something your way, and I'm gonna throw some words back at you.
Talk to
Remember
me.
you used the word gamesmanship with a certain fighter last week.
Who? Bring refresh my memory.
Gary.
Well, yeah, I mean, could have been. I'm just throwing it out there as a
I
different.
just I so I all right. So
I don't
look,
see
listen.
this.
The clip. So I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna keep it a beam with the clip. As far as the clip is concerned, I seen the same thing that you seen. Am I reading too much into it? Absolutely not. Um, when it come down to it, I'm banking on Thurman because I think Barrios is just toast. I think Barrios is toast. Like I
Uh,
I'm gonna take Barrios being toast more than inactivity for Thurman, and that's just where I'm at with it. So I don't want to come off like I would bet the house on Thurman. Like I don't want to come off like that. But I do honestly think Mario Barrios is yeah, he's toast. He's toast.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I seen that clip and y'all can check my tweet out. I was like, yo, your boy look like I'm about to go bet a bag on Mario Barrios, nigga. That's the first thing
Yo,
I thought. I'm
yo,
like, God damn, homie, I might have
I
to bet the check on this cat. White is
yeah.
like, what up? I'm like, man, I gotta wait for them to send my shit back from FanDuel. He gonna be like, what
Hey
the
man, we gonna find out though. Let's get through these last few comments and we get up out of here. Edwin Castillo, bro, people aren't dumb and will stop paying these non-pay-per-view fights they're putting up. Look at their numbers lower and lower. Their supposed cash cow only sold less than 50,000. So we talked about why that's the case, but yeah, them putting everything on pay-per-view is not sustainable. Like let's just keep it all the way of being. It's not sustainable, and then you can't be putting on 4 or 5 $80 pay-per-views in a row and then turn around and complain about anybody else. You know what I mean? VP Shane, this is literally a cameo because we getting ready to get up out of here. What's going on, bro?
I'm glad you said that. I can't even be on for long, but Jeff, I need you to check your email, bro. I need you to check not your email, your Insta, bro. Remember we
Yeah,
done something.
I just seen it. I just seen it. He
You
followed
seen
me
it,
on the yeah, he followed me on the
and
gram.
you see
I
what
know
he
you talking
said.
about.
You see what he
Yeah,
said,
yeah, he followed me on the gram. So
bro.
you
We're
got to send it.
already trying
You
to
got to
line
send it
up.
to him.
Trust me.
You got
Yeah.
to send it to him. You got to send it to him.
Now, I was gonna. Asked him if he can jump on and do an interview with us so we can launch at the same time.
No, that's cool. I ain't got no problem with it.
So I'm gonna wait for him to respond, but I'm gonna send it to him regardless.
Yeah, send it to him. Yeah, send it.
But he said
Tell him.
send it to him. He said send it to him so he can post it. But I want to send it to him so I can send it to him via so he can post the actual channel when it's up on the channel and not just a video. You see my
Oh
point,
yeah,
bro?
I mean, let him post it. Let him post it because if he posts it, then he's gonna come on because we're gonna want to talk about his career. So yeah, let him post it. We'll post it at the same. Tell him when is he posting it so we can post it at the same time and we can put him on as a collaborator.
Yeah, yeah,
All
yeah.
that other yada yada.
But yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
hashtag Ringo's coming soon. Everybody keep their eyes on that. Ringo's new
Yeah,
series.
for sure.
But you have to jump off, so
Okay, bro, go ahead. Do your thing. I'll get with you. Um, I'm back at it. This last one did like 22,000 or so vlog. It's not too late to join Team Canelo. That is funny. That is funny. Um, Edwin, he said, I'll send you a sombrero, bro, saying vlog was born ready.
You was sad. No, I got
Yo,
love for him, bro,
you a
man.
straight
Just gonna
savage,
be, you
bro.
know what I'm saying? Just give me some good names as you wind this thing down. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even mad at a triple G trilogy or
He gonna send
something.
him with something, bro. Oh man, that was
You know,
hilarious, bro.
that was all love right there. I ain't mad at that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't mad at that one.
Yeah, that's crazy. That is absolutely crazy. Um, but here's the thing. So hopefully, my girl Kiki in the building. Big shout out to Kiki. Um, you know what I'm saying? When it come down to it, hopefully we gonna have Kelly Pavick on. That'll be a big look, be a real big look. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get the boy Abel back on after he get this win, and
Yeah, he gotta he gotta chop it up with
always,
the crew. You gotta chop
yeah,
it up with the crew, man.
we're
That'll
gonna
be
get him on, try to hit him with a couple harder questions, see where I mean, he a laid back cat though, you know what I mean? I thought that was good.
yeah.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? It was, he still was still in camp, so he definitely ain't have a long time to sit down with me, but
Yeah.
it was big.
Abel Ramos, good fighter, man. Good fighter. For the people that's listening, definitely go check out Vlog's interview with Abel Ramos. Happened a couple days ago. We'll um we'll shoot the link out um to whoever wants to see it. We'll put it in a group chat, things like that. Um, Looks like we're gonna have Kelly Pavlik on. We got really huge news in regards to Devin Haney. I can't get into the details until I get the official, but yeah, that's going to be huge as well. So we're definitely trending up as we should. You know what I'm saying? Big shout out to Shakur. He got his lit right now. Big shout out to Shakur Stevenson. You know what I'm saying? So we got fights this weekend. We got Makabu. We got Sergio Martinez tomorrow. We got
Yeah,
Sergio
yeah, that's
Martinez
on a Thursday.
tomorrow.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
on a
that's a big one.
Thursday. Yeah, we got Sergio Martinez tomorrow. We got Makabu on Saturday.
We got
Um,
Kinesion, Martinez,
yeah, Martinez. Yeah. Um,
Cancicio.
yeah, and
Myself.
Martinez. So we got that fight. And then February 5th is the Bonanza. So we gonna be really busy, really active in these streets. Um,
Check out G5JeffTV.com. The fights will be up hopefully soon. We know Shane busy, but hopefully you on his job. You know what it is, and we could
Yeah,
definitely keep the party rolling. Invite your friends, man, because it's
that's the
actually,
thing.
you know what I
Invite
mean.
your folks. Like
Bragging
invite your
rights, man.
folks.
Bragging rights.
Yeah, invite your folks, man. If you a fan of the channel, man, you got 5 boxing friends. Tell them to come on. Tell them to come on through. You know what I'm saying?
It's
Because
free.
it's free. I mean, you come on the site, come on the show. You just do what you want. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're gonna embrace everybody with open arms. You understand what I'm saying? Edwin Castillo said peace, and he put the sombreros up for you, vlog. Um, but vlog, give me your social media, bro, so we can get up out of here.
You can see it right there on the screen. Working hard on YouTube. The numbers climbing like a hiker. You dig?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Boxing First Vlog on Twitter. Working. We dibbling in those streets. We ain't been super duper heavy over there, but I'm gonna get real back active. The pin game is wicked on G5JeffTV.com. Couple
Mm-hmm.
of articles up. You know what I mean? Reaction to the Showtime card there. That was almost a pay-per-view s sort of card. If you really want to look at it, are they making the right moves and judging cards that should be pay-per-views and cards that shouldn't? Because the action
Mm-hmm.
on that card was worthy to me of a $75 fee. I'm not gonna
Mm-hmm.
lie. You know what I'm saying? Even the controversy with the ref, those type of things. I don't know if whoever they matchmakers is and they judges of what pay-per-view is, they need to reshuffle that deck. But anyway, rest of the social media, man. I'm on IG, man, at Boxing Number One Vlog, man. So hit me up, man. We active and we busy. You feel me?
Absolutely, absolutely. You can follow VP Shane at I underscore am Shane, the number one on Instagram, exclusively on Instagram. He needs to be on all platforms, but that's another story for another day. Um, Kiki said had to drop by and smash the like button. Kiki, you always showing love. That's what I'm talking about. And when we hit in Texas, we coming through. We coming through. We try to head to the bar that you go to, and what's the drink she be drinking? I forgot the drink she be drinking. Um, Shane know the name of that drink, but we need a couple of those. You know what I'm saying? So we try to pull up on Kiki and Ashley out there in Texas. You know what I'm saying? Make it do what it do. It was supposed to be for the Charlo Castano fight, but they pulled the rug out from under us. But it's all good though. We'll get out there for another fight. No doubt about it. I'm all over the place, man. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, G5 Jeff TV. French Connection, that's the name. Yeah, we trying to come out there with Kiki and have a couple French connections with Kiki at the bar. You know what I'm saying? Tip the bartender well. You understand what I'm saying? So hopefully we can make that happen at some point in 2022. But I'm all over the place: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, G5JeffTV. We got the website, G5JeffTV.com. Brand new article by Vlog, the only hood nigga I know that's on Google News right now. You understand what I'm saying? Definitely go
Pin
check him
game
out.
wicked. Pin game
Definitely go
wicked.
check him out. And go subscribe to Vlog's channel. On the road to 1,000.
Appreciate you.
You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate you.
Might as well slide over to my channel too. I'm on a chase for 7,500. Give me 7,500. I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? And said right on, absolutely. Then we got the fantasy league. We got fantasy league. Um, definitely go check that out. It's $550 for the winner of the league, and a championship belt. But next week, February 5th, is we gonna have like 10 fights on there. Whoever wins the most fights, predicts the most fights, it's gonna get a buck and a quarter from me. Cash app, buck and a quarter. You know what I'm saying? So even if you brand new coming into the league and you may not be able to catch everybody else, you might walk out with a buck and a
We'll
quarter.
come up.
You still
Yeah,
gonna
all
come up.
right.
You still gonna come up. You
Salute
know what
to
I'm
the
saying?
guru. Salute
You
to
know what
the
I'm saying?
guru.
You know what I'm saying? So that's how we giving it up. So you gotta follow us on social media because we don't play on just YouTube street. We play on all these streets. You understand what I'm saying? And
Let me uh let me wrench around the corner and pat myself on the back, man. I think I'm one of the hardest working cats in boxing right now, bro. I'm really attacking this game with a lot of passion, man. You know what I mean? And I'm tapping into all levels, bro. Like fighters that probably ain't never gonna see the TV. I'm seeing they game and seeing what they working with, see what activities they got going on, and just trying to show support to everybody that I can. You know what I mean? I'm not just a mainstreamer, bro. So because boxing ain't just mainstream, bro. A lot of the best fights ain't on TV, so you don't get the news unless you're really rocking with cats on the social media platform and really reaching out, talking to people. So I'm trying to do that and then sharing this information with you guys. So you know what I
Yo,
mean? That's going on.
hold on. Edwin said, "Yo, I couldn't get in on the fantasy league, bro. Let me put you on game real quick, cause you of all people, you in here too much to be saying that. All right. So you gonna go to g5jeftv.com, click on take your pick, and that's where you pick the fights. The fights are not posted yet. The fights are not posted yet, Edwin. So when the fights are posted, you can go on there and pick whatever fights you want. Once you pick a fight, you're in the league. Once you pick a fight, you're in the league. You
All
understand what
you
I'm
gotta do
saying?
is have your email. It's
Yeah,
been yeah. The
yeah,
site
for
been
sure.
running. Shane may
Site
be a
this
little lax on getting them numbers in from time to time, but
yeah,
the
but
site
he's
doing
it's gonna get done. It's gonna get done as a matter of when, but we in the process of trying to get all that automated so he don't have to do all of that work. It is definitely a a project because I definitely don't help him with that. I definitely don't. I'm gonna keep it a bean. I don't help him out with that at all, and I should, but I don't. Um, but when it comes down to it, we got a lot of fights coming up. We got a lot of things that got to get done. Like I said, Abel Ramos interview on
Shout out
Vlog
to my
Channel.
guy, man. Casa Grand, baby. AZ.
Yeah, big
Shout
shout
out
out
to the
to
whole family. Him and Unc on the card. They said they're gonna try to get Neff on the next one, like to make it a trio or Ramos night. So big shout out to them, man. They doing
big
good
shout
work in these
out. Yeah,
streets.
big shout out to Abel Ramos. You know what I'm saying? Big shout out to him. Like I said, we got a lot of things cooking up right now, and I can't let too much out the bag. I'm just letting y'all know when the avalanche hit, just get out the way. Just get out the way. That's about his best. That's the best
Roll with it,
advice I
baby.
can tell
Roll
you.
with it. Yeah,
Yeah,
roll with it.
you can roll with us or roll out the way. It's really that simple, man. And we gonna leave it right there, man. Hour 42 minutes strong. You know what I'm saying? Nothing but solid boxing talk all the way through. Um, so we're gonna close it out there. Tomorrow we'll probably preview the fights for this weekend.
There's
We'll
couple of them cards off of that one.
couple sneaky fights.
Yeah, yeah.
Because Makabu could definitely take a L this weekend as well.
That's 50-50. I
I
did a little.
actually might be betting. I might be betting against Makabu because he's only like minus 140 or something. The
I got
opponent
what
got
you.
like plus 120, plus 125.
Hey, well, tomorrow we could talk about that long shot ticket. You know what I mean? We can mix that.
We can definitely talk about that.
'Cause I'm one in.
Absolutely.
I'm one in, baby.
One
I'm
in,
one in.
right?
So
For sure, for
shout out
sure.
to you.
You know what I'm
You feel me?
saying? So we gonna definitely do that tomorrow. Just preview the fights for this weekend and get everything lined up. Actually, vlog, what I want you to do is we gotta get the link for the Ramos interview tomorrow into the live so I can
All right.
actually post it for anyone that wants it. I can specifically send it to them so we can get that out there to the people. But
Yeah.
listen, man, we're not gonna hold y'all anymore, man. On behalf of Ice Cold VP Shane, Boxing First Vlog, aka the General, aka Blunt, aka Blunt Bayless, your boy G5 Jeff TV, aka G5, aka 5, aka the Guru. This was episode 52 of the Goodfellas podcast. We will be back tomorrow for episode 53, and we will be covering the fights for this weekend. So, on behalf of the staff, we'll see y'all tomorrow.